talk today a very important topic. It's called the web culture. Web has been developing from 15 years till now. I am considered one of the most fortunate people that we knew how was our life before internet and after the internet. Long time ago, if you were talking about 50 years and you want to say something bad about someone, you either ask your neighbor, you ask your friends, or you go directly to that person to know by yourself if it was real or not. What happens with this web culture, we need to understand that Facebook has been working for at least 10 years. Google, as the biggest server, has been also kind of around 15, something like that. And you have so many different ways in social media, different applications, different sites. And all this web culture has been like the bucket challenge, has been something like that for these modern people that we have right now, includes myself. What happens with this? Are we ready? Are we prepared to see this? Someone taught us about how this internet culture is hitting us. And I'm talking about you, and I'm talking about me. I'm talking about everyone. We talked also about a global culture. This is the moment. Web has no boundaries. Web, it's a global language, and it has amazing things. I love web, but I also have something to say about web. And I'm talking to this person that probably you're seeing this video because you're thinking about the way the doctor thinks. Behind that doctor, there's also a person. And there's someone out there that tries to make things right, that it's also part of this world and it's also human. What I'm saying is that I think that internet is also full of cowards. Why is this? Long time ago when you were and I'm gonna make just this small mention, when you were in the Old West, you didn't like something, you went inside the cantina, you opened the door and you say, "You, I don't like you. What did you say about me? That thing's wrong." And they get out and they just fix that problem. Later on, it was like you were in problem with your neighbor, with probably your friends, whatever, and you go to talk to them. You see them on the eyes. You feel the person, the energy, the person. That's super important. Right now with web, what do you have? You have lots of people behind a machine, hiding anywhere in the world, which they think that they are like superheroes because they type, because they can write. That's your superpower, to write. And I'm not saying that it's bad. The problem is when you want to ruin someone's reputation, you're gonna find lots of cowards typing. How is this? Who gave you that power? Who gave you the power to tell you that if you Google someone, that's gonna be the truth? Is that correct? Just because it says that it's on Google, it's true? If it's typing, right now, you can see that anyone can type anything. If you have a picture, you can do Photoshops. What's the only difference? Video. Video is the difference. If you see someone on video and you see the way that he talks, if you see the way that he moves, the before afters, what's his work, his way of thinking, you should trust that. I think no one told us about how to understand the web culture. If you Google someone, you put its name and it says crazy things, it's like if you were here in front of me and I say that you were drunk and that you got naked on this plaza. It's as interesting to understand it as stupid to understand this. Same thing. Why is this? Because A person's reputation is one of the most complex things to understand. You have so many people, I have friends out there that they are amazing people. They are such a good persons. But just because they have a hater, and they are called haters, they can write anything. And what's the problem? Yeah, we have a free world, a free country, whatever. But what about all that you have there, all those haters? Just because you did it? Just because you were doing much better? Just because someone didn't like something, who gives you the power to write whatever? Make it on a video. Make it on a video. I think this moment is going to be regulated someday, because if you want to say something, you need to put your digital fingerprint, and you need to make a video. And obviously you're going to be referred to a trial and see if it was truth or not. But also, all those web servers that they think they rule the world, they will need to understand that if you put something and it doesn't come out from those servers, that's wrong. Because they don't have they cannot have the power to control people's way of living. There are so many people that probably you know that just because that restaurant was not as good and 10 people say that it's wrong, no one goes to that restaurant. Just because they say about this artist and they do lots of photoshopping, writing, and many things, and they badmouth this artist, is that wrong? That this guy that he was on TV said something wrong, now he's ruined for the rest of your life? What about human beings? What about humanity? We're not seeing ourselves like humans. We're starting to think as machines, and that's one of the most complex things. If we're seeing ourselves as machines, what's the inside? Where are the ethics, principles? I think we should start to think about that. We should start to think about what we see on the internet. Half of it is true, half of it is not true. This way of thinking, and that's one of my complaints, is like, probably you can say that in Mexico you won't find good doctors. That's not true. I know lots of doctors that they do amazing, and they have the same or best quality as many doctors worldwide. This is so important to understand, because everywhere you're going to find good and bad people. This depends. That's why I invite so many patients and so many doctors to do video, because video is so hard to edit, to make it, if it's wrong, to make it right. That's the true story. You need to do things the way they do, only with video. Written, I wouldn't trust anything. Actually, myself, if I want to know something about any place, I don't see nothing written, because that could be garbage. It can be done even from the same person that is selling. They can write it. You can hire right now the companies that can write for you. I don't believe in that. What I believe, those reviews, they are garbage. The only thing that works, unless if you have a review and it's a certified review from a patient, from a consumer or whatever, that's important. But when you have reviews that it has only some letters and whatever, and all those sites where they have like a reputation or something like wrong or whatever, that's not true. The only thing that works is video. When you do video, you can understand people's way of thinking. If you see a video of a place, that's the best thing to do. If you have persons giving compliments about a place, and you show the place, you show the restaurant, you show the hotel, you show the doctor, you show everything, you talk with patients, that's the true story. That's where we need to go. That culture, that web culture is so delicate, but I think it's going so fast. This is like a roller coaster. It's going so fast that we're not going to understand how many people on the way are going to be falling down because they couldn't get it. And we are all consumers. Sooner or later, we're consumers. Doesn't matter on what. We need to understand the web culture. Thank you.